Alright, what's up guys? I'm gonna start like making a little bit of story time videos and stuff. Just like to spice things up a little bit. Also gameplay on the side, obviously. I can't be like most commentary YouTubers and record the gameplay, then put the commentary over that gameplay and not play at the same time, but no, I'm gonna play at the same time. So this is a story time about substitute teachers. This is, I guess, I passed substitute teachers, and today with substitute teachers actually at school. Alright, so today at school, is what I'm gonna start with. I come into class, it's like an average class. I mean, it's like right in the middle of my, if I don't, sorry, I'm twisting my mic because sometimes it gets like the audio gets weird. So back, I'm going to EA class. It's probably like in the middle of my leaderboards. It's like not fun or not boring. It's just in the middle, just doing your work. So I go into class. Guess what I see across the room? You guessed it. The title of this video is Substitute Teachers. So yeah, I saw a sub across the room. I was like, yes, don't have to work today. But that really wasn't the case because it was one of those subs. It was one of those subs that just sit in the corner of the classroom and give you big giant packets of work. One of those subs. So I guess she was a very laid back. A bit too laid back to be exact, because when my whole class basically yelled the whole time and flipping desk, not flipping desk, but like, they were freaking, and that's why I don't like subs mainly in middle school, because everybody just takes advantage of them. Like, I mean, I like subs, like, kind of for that reason, but like, I'll admit, I do talk quite often when there's subs, but I don't like play football in the middle of class and then throw paper balls at subs. I'm not like those. But when I see that sub, I'm like, yes, I don't have to work today. But then that's what happened. Like, it caused a ruckus. It got me an extreme migraine. So yeah, that got a migraine. So then, when that happened, no, I need SMD. Oh no, I need SMD eliminations and I got the SMD. Alright, I'm gonna go back there, see if I can still get it. So yeah, I just had a migraine. So I'm like, okay, let's go on the second core. But I wasn't excited about the second core, because every day in second core, it's always a ruckus, because this is the teacher's first year. I wanted the sniper, but can't get the sniper. Alright, so I couldn't. I'm trying not to rage in this video, because I want the story time to be a clean video. So yeah. I have a migraine, go in the second block, and then yeah, that happened. I go in there, it's already ruckus because the teacher's new there. That teacher's new there, so it's like he's gonna be laid back, you know? So I mean, he's not laid back. He's kind of actually, yeah, I would say he's laid back. He's like the other sub, but a tiny bit more strict. So yeah, and that happened. That didn't help my migraine at all. Yeah, it didn't help my migraine at all whatsoever. So yeah, so then I go in the encore, which is same old, go to PE, then go to my child care class where we learn how to babysit and stuff. So we watch a little movie, it's whatever. Then I go to my third block, which I also wasn't excited about. You know why? because that's my least favorite subject, reading, because I think it's pointless, and in your future life, you're not gonna just read passages and answer questions about them. I think reading should be replaced with spelling. Like, practice spelling words and have to study words and learn stuff. Not read passage, now answer questions. No, I think it should just be that. So that in my class, I don't like the teacher and I don't like reading. So that was already just, no, that was already bad. So I'm like, finally, I'm gonna get a break because I'm getting a math class. I love math, I'm good at math. I got top in my class, not to brag. Well, tied top of my class, not to brag. and I go into my favorite class, alright? Going to my favorite class. And guess what I see across the room? You guessed the title of this video, freaking substitute teacher. And the thing about substitute teachers in math class is that they were like the first sub I had this day. Just, they give you packets and they don't know anything about math. So it's a little different because they don't know anything. I think for substitute teachers, they have to be a retired teacher or just a teacher in general, is what I think. Because almost every sub I had, like, oh yeah, and I'll get to this story later. I'm gonna get to my past substitute experiences later, after this one. So I see the substitute teacher in the math room. She just gives us a packet, and it was on what, percents, and this percent packet I say, this percent packet was I'm not sure, I don't know where it was from, but it was percent packet. I know how to do percents pretty easy. Cross, multiply, divide. Alright? But usually we're allowed to use a calculator and we're just supposed to figure out the problem. You know why? Because usually the number that equals that percent is a very high number, and you have to multiply and then divide very big numbers, and it's just a whole thing, and it'll take you too long to do a packet of it. I'd rather do like a hard, short packet than a long time. No, I would rather do a difficult packet. A difficult packet that's only going to take me a few minutes than a easy packet that's going to take me probably like 2 hours and maybe 2.5 hours to do, because this was like a packet. I'm pretty sure I had like 30 questions on it, and I was like, oh my gosh, just get to work. And then I looked on the board and it said percent packet, calculator in use. But this calculator in use, it was very fainted. You know why it was fainted? Because you could obviously see that she erased it. A calculator in use, and she put no in front of it, and then she made it say no calculator. And I'm being dead serious too, because I raised my hand and asked her, why does it say calculator in use on there, and then you've changed it no calculator. And guess what she said? She said, oh, she came to my room and she changed it. No, this is what I think. I think she was a past teacher before, but it was probably like high school or something, and they did percent without calculators, so she probably thought it was stupid and made it no calculators, because she had like this Richmond, this like high school. This is our high school that we were to go to eventually. she had a collared shirt with it on. So I'm like, So I assumed she was a high school teacher, and that she was just doing it the way she did in high school. But we're middle schoolers, and that's the thing. So that's what I think happened. And then she said, well, it's for now it's for homework. And it did say homework on the board for that, but it would have took me a lot less time to do that packet with a calculator, because I can figure out percent pretty easily. I mean, not to brag or anything, right? I'm trying to put a place, but like most people can't even figure out the percent. Some people in my class, they can't even figure out. And now they gotta do this long division and long multiplication with like 4 digits. It was a pain. So yeah, that happened. I ended up doing most of the packet, but I didn't finish 5 questions because that's all the work I did at school. And in the car ride line, because I was waiting for my dad to pick me up and I was doing it there. But then when he got there, closed it up and put him in my bag. I only had 5 questions to do, and it's due Thursday, so I can just do it tomorrow. So it's 5 questions. So yeah, that was that. That was probably the worst day at my school ever. I mean, what made it all better is that we had PE that day. That was the only thing that made it better, but slightly better. But if we had health, that would have been mad. Because PE, you have health, and you learn about stuff like cyberbullying, non-bullying, no bullying, stuff like that. And it's basically kind of like a science class. So that's that. Next, this is a long video. I actually having a lot of fun doing it. So, what should I take this for? Next story. This is with past substitutes, and yeah, I think it's only one. So, back to the thing about how they don't really know anything about what they're teaching. They're just there to make sure that they don't go crazy, which they do a poorly job of. So this is my EL8 substitute that I had once. So he's doing a packet, and I can't remember what word it was. So I'm just gonna, this is probably not even a reading, I guess, strategy, but I guess plot summary. It said it on the thing. It said plot summary. And by reading that, it's like you can just get the plot and summarize it. But that's not what it was. It was something else. But let's just say plot summary. And I said, hey, what does this mean right here? And then she said, summarizing the plot. I was like, I know that, but what does it mean? Like, that didn't answer my question. And I knew she didn't know what she's doing because she said to summarize the plot. And then I asked my actual ELA teacher the next day, and she said, oh, it just means, I think it was main idea is what it actually meant, but I didn't know what one of the words in there meant, but I just can't remember what it was. So yeah, she was an interesting sub. Interesting. She wasn't wrong, but she also kind of wasn't right as well, you know? So yeah, and also, what I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember what it was. Crap, I had the story in my mind.